Good morning. So today is Monday morning. It's a good day. Today it's a little bit cool still. I'm sitting out here. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. The sun is coming up behind me over there. Um, so yesterday, well, let's start on Saturday. On Saturday, I had a pretty good day. My family from the States came and they were visiting at my parents. So for most of the day, I spent my day there. And my daughter came, and my daughter and I went on a hike, and that was really nice. I miss her. It's her birthday today. Today is it's June 12th. It's her birthday, and she's going on a birthday hike with a friend, and I'm gonna go pick them up from where they end up and bring them back to their car. So they're gonna go for a few-hour hike up Nachal Amud all the way up to Meron, I think. So that's a pretty cool thing for her to be doing on her birthday. And so Saturday was a pretty good day. And ever since that meeting on Friday with my twin flame, um, let's put in some keywords: so twin flame and twin flame journey, and just so I have that covered. Because a lot of times I don't like calling him that because it's like such a generic thing to say, because what we have is can't be fit into this. It is that, but it's that and so much more, and it feels like it's our own individual path. We're doing good work uh, with each other. And that was something that he also, when we met on Friday, that he also said, that the work that we're doing between each with each other, across from each other, is like detrimental. It's like something that is, it's divine. It's divine. We both on this twin flame journey. I'm starting to see more and more the places that he, in the beginning, I could just see what I was like, what was hitting me in the face, all of the lessons that I'm getting. And now more and more, I can see the ways that I touch him and touch his journey, and I can see that more and more. So on Saturday, after we had that, we had a really good time on Friday, but we did talk about me letting go, and that was when I said, I really do believe him, that he wants me to let go of the romantic feelings towards him, and just kind of leave the friendship feelings, and to just let that whole aspect go so that our friendship can flourish. And I felt like on Saturday, and I also did a video on it, even though there is that little tinge in there, I really feel empowered in that, because it's kind of like a letting go of all of the expectations of that. It's letting him go, and it frees me just to be me, because I'm not trying to put on any kind of, I'm not trying to put on any kind of mask, or any, I got to make myself be more attractive, or, it brings all of the pressure of trying to impress somebody to make it into a romantic relationship out the door, and then just the friendship remains. And then it's so much easier to converse in that way, because you're off the hook. And not only am I off the hook, my eyeballs are free to roam as much as I want. And so it also, I'm feeling like our relationship is stronger for it, because it's a friendship relationship. It's not dependent on anything else. It's just a friendship. It's free to be. And yesterday, so that was Saturday. And yesterday morning, it must have been around 10 or even before 10. I was starting my day. I got my house cleaned. I got my kids out to school. I was doing my thing. I have to get going here in a minute and go get my kids out to school too. But so, and he called me out of the blue and asked me if I wanted to go with him to he was going to the post office. If I wanted to meet him at the post office, we would go together to the hot springs. And of course, I said, yeah, of course. I just go by what I feel. And I wanted to, and I was free to, so I did. And we had a blast. We had a blast. That was one of the most funny. It was like it was like if Friday I got all of my emotions all stirred up and mixed up and and then I had to, overcome. It's not overcome, it's make a shift in the way that I feel and really do the work inside myself. The it was a very meaningful and fun meeting on Friday, but it was also there was a lot of pain there, and we were recording the conversation that we were having with him telling me everything that he was telling me, and I told him because we record a lot of the conversations that we have. We also film a lot of the conversations that we have. That's why a lot of it, like he puts up videos of us sometimes, and or even I told him we could even make podcasts out of those things. He got himself a really good, cool microphone. We could make podcasts, really cool podcasts out of a lot of the stuff that we record. Um, but I told him that I don't want you to put out. It was me bawling. It was me just crying, but something in crying lets the pain come out and really allows yourself to work through it. It's like you come up, it's like there's something in you, a wall, let's say a glass wall that's in you. And when it gets broken, the expression is, or when it gets, one of your, I don't know, something in you that you're holding is let go. There's an overwhelming, overwhelming emotional something that comes up, and then you start crying. And I feel like crying allows the weakness to come out and allows you to overcome it. So I was really crying, and he was just sitting there. He took it. He took it. I was so proud of him. He took it. He didn't try to avert it to any kind of direction, like, oh, it'll be okay or anything like that. He just let me sit there and cry. And that was really good because it's exactly what I needed. I didn't, when you are in that crying place and you're letting it out, you don't need somebody trying to move you away from it, because then you don't get to go through it. So him just sitting there and relaxing and allowing me to let it all out was exactly what I needed, like my coffee. I put it in a jar, close it, put a sock, and it keeps it nice and warm. And then I come out here on the mountain and I can drink my coffee, watching the cows and the sun come up behind me. And I really do feel like, I'm not going to be out there searching for some kind of romance, because I really believe that those things have to come. You can't push them. You can open up opportunity and allow yourself to see your attraction to other people, but not to push attraction or try to force attraction. And really, I really believe that what is mine will come into my life naturally. So yesterday he calls me in the morning and we went, and I think it was one of the most let go times that we've ever had. One of the most fun trips that we've ever had. So we were just laughing the whole time. I was laughing the whole time. He's so funny. He's so funny. He has the most, for me, it's like his sense of humor was, and I could just look at him and I know what he's thinking. And not only that, I can feel his emotions. He'll start telling me a story and I already know exactly the emotion of it before he says it. And it's that twin intuition or telepathy. It's 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 like a perfect place to practice your telepathy, because I can feel it so strong from him that I can feel the emotion come up in me. He just starts telling a story, I can already feel the emotion of it because I'm feeling his emotion of it. He's getting into the mindset, into the emotion, and I feel the emotion before he tells me the story. And and then I even told him I felt it before he even said it to me. It's like a game then. It's like waiting for him to say it so I can see what he's going to say and how it reinforces the emotion. It's like reinforcing. It's like um, strengthening my telepathic communication. And then I see that where it is with him, it's so obvious and it's so strong that I can recognize it very easily. And then I can see that I also have it with other people, especially with other people that are on the twin flame journey. I can feel them telepathically. And it's funny. It's really funny. And it must be because we're connected to the same realms. But because I can feel it so obviously with him, then I can recognize it with others and know, okay, that's what it is. That's the telepathic communication. And the telepathic communication, in order to fully feel it, there is a need to synchronize the mind and the emotion, and the mind and the heart. Find the one where they become on one wavelength. Your mind, your thoughts, and your emotions. So it's really synchronizing, and in order to do that, you must watch also your emotions and also your mind. You have to watch your thoughts and you have to watch your emotions, and you have to reign over them. You have to come into controlling your avatar, because your emotions are here to guide you. And so you have to make sure that your emotions are in sync with the universe, that your emotions aren't false. Many times when we are raised, we are taught to think a certain way. Let's say we're taught to think a certain way about government. And every time we hear something that is off from that way that we were taught, we have an emotion. But in order to come into sync with our emotions, we must go into all of these things that we were taught and check and make sure that they are accurate with our adults, with what we are, our spiritual selves of today. Many times, all of these beliefs that we have from when we were children, they're stuck in there and they like solidified in our belief system, and we are not. It's like an automatic belief, and we are not fluid to rethink beliefs that we put in our belief system when we were 4. And those are beliefs that are really difficult sometimes to find. It's beliefs of what our place is in the world, um, um, our what we believe that we are capable of, what we believe that we are, the way that the world works. People that feel like they have to go out into the world and they have to get stuff, through koach. Koach is like through sheer power, and they have to force things in order for them to be. From when they're children, they're constantly working in life and trying to force things, and a lot of times it's detrimental, and it goes against their own purpose, because a lot of things you can't force, or if you try to force things in a certain direction, you're not free to see all the other options of how that could unfold. So to finish this, what was yesterday? So we had this really good time. It was just spectacular, spectacular. And the conversations we had, and we went into like all of these different, and I felt like I was free just to be in a friendship with him, and really enjoy his friendship, and that he can tell me about dates that he had and whatever, and I can just be there to enjoy it. And we'll see how this works in the other direction too, because I'm getting excited about being open because this new freedom allows me to have him in my life, and without expectation. He doesn't have to fulfill any kind of need for me. He can just be there, my friend, and just be like, we had so much fun yesterday when he was off the hook. When I was off the hook, the relationship was off the hook from like, I know that I need to get going. I need to get my son up for school. And then in the afternoon, he sent me some kind of update about something that we were talking about. And I sent him back how much fun we had and all these different ideas of things that we could do because he was talking about some kind of idea that we had that he is putting on hold or something. And there's so many possibilities. We could do anything. We could do anything. And I gave him a whole bunch of ideas and stuff. And then he invited me over to come and have tea for, sit with him for a little while and. And so I went to his house again. So yesterday that's out of the ordinary. That was like that is like a record, setting a record. We went in the morning and then in the afternoon I went and sat with him again until the evening until my kids and I picked up my son from Tiberias at like 8 something in the evening. So we spent all the morning together. We spent all the evening together, and it was so much fun. I was just laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. He's so funny. He's so funny. And it's so refreshing to sit with somebody that gets me so well. And then to be able to have that friendship and it not have to be dependent on anything else. I feel like something in between us was like let go, completely let go. It's and on the twin flame journey, it is that surrender. It's that letting go of the need to hold somebody. And this is what it feels like. And it feels good. It feels good. It's the opposite of a loss. It is gaining him. It's gaining him. And even if he's there and he's doing his own thing, I still know that he's solid in my life. He's solid in my life anyway. He's taken up such a I've noticed that he is everything in my life he is connected to. He's like such a main character in my life and in my kids' life. I won't even be talking about him and my kids will start talking about him. And it lets go of that. And then it also, I can see how it will free the relationship with my kids too, knowing that he's just a friend. Yeah, I have lots of friends that doesn't have to um what's the word? Threaten any of the other relationships that I have in my life. So it's like a gain, 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 gain. And thank you for this place. I love this place. And I'm glad that I have a chair. I have my very own chair here. Today I have a dentist. I have been up. I woke up a few times in the middle of the night with toothache. So yesterday we also went to I also got to see him in the evening. So I'm really excited. I'm really, really, really excited. And I'm excited about how everything is moving with my work. I'm feeling like it's opening up to me. Up until now, it's kind of like, what do I do? What do I do? Even with the ideas that I do have, nothing was solidifying for me. I felt like every time I went to try to put efforts into some direction, I would get this urge to run, like I don't want to do it. And I know that when something comes to me, like when I've opened my past businesses or when I started designing new products that I wanted to sell that I thought were really good ideas. When I have a good idea and something that I really believe in, it comes out of itself. It's like born out of itself. I get so excited about it that I work night and day on it. That's how my mind works. So I know what it feels like to be excited about a project and wanting to do a project and really believing in a project. And I feel like that I can't push myself into projects that don't have that spark from the get-go. I have to have that spark in it. And I know, because I know that spark, and I've done it so many times with so many different products and things that I've done, is that I can really recognize when something's not fully cooked. And lately, in this last maybe year or so, I haven't been excited about. It's like I outgrew my old business, which I can still keep alive, but I like the creation of things. I like creating things. So once I create the product, and then it's just like, with my posters, I have alphabet posters. I'm just saying again, I'm probably people who've been watching know, but I have alphabet posters that teach how to read and write. Um, and it's a comprehensive, it's a really good poster. I know because I learned Hebrew, so I know what needs to be on there. And so when I was putting together the poster or designing it, I was really excited about it. But now it's just sitting there and rolling posters and sending them to Amazon. That the menial sitting down and doing the task, and I'm sure that many people can connect to this. It doesn't excite me anymore, and it doesn't like it just takes up all my time, and it's boring. It doesn't what is the word when it doesn't use my creative power, and it doesn't promote me forward in any way. It's just maintaining. And I feel like I've kind of grown out of it, and I want to do something that has more meaning and more purpose for me, for the place that I am now on my spiritual journey. And so we put together this retreat with two friends of mine on the Jordan River. And that I'm kind of excited about. But I can feel like it's moving in a new direction for me. I know that I want the capabilities of being able to do something like that and being able to pull it off and knowing how to do it and do it well. So I really wanted those tools in my pocket to be able to do something like that really quick without it being a big deal. And in order to be able to do something like that, you have to do it. You have to do it so that you have it and know how to do it. And then when I do have things, other, after this retreat, if I have things that I really want to do, it'll be easier for me. I'll already have the experience, and it'll be much easier. The physical part of pulling it off won't be a boundary for me. I'll already know that good and full. And then it'll just be, what do I bring? What do I want to do? It'll be more like a playground for me of more opportunities and options of things that I know how to do and that I can do, and that the technical part doesn't scare me anymore. So it frees me to be able to do what I want to do. And so I'm excited about that. And I'm really excited about the twin flame journey now. I'm really excited about it because it feels so much broader and easier and open and free. And so many of the lessons, he speaks to me on subliminal levels. He speaks to me on so many different levels. What I realize is that he has done so much of his spiritual work. I think that I really, really, really lucked out on that. Really lucked out on that. That my partner in this is a partner in it. He's doing his spiritual work, and he's guiding me and leading me, and he's so smart and knows exactly what he's doing. And I feel like I'm starting to really trust that everything that happens, even the pain and the things I go through, a lot of times I feel like what really holds me is that I trust that what I'm going through, that there is a divine purpose in it and there's a reason in it. Just like this letting go of the romantic part of this allows me to be free to enjoy the friendship part of it and to really see the person that is there. He's the person that he is, I want in my life. And to really, really, really know that to the depth of my soul. It's not just the physical and, romantic attraction that I have to him. It's the person that he is. And to know that fully is, and to be able to take it when he's talking about dates and whatever. And it frees me to be able to hear what's going on in his mind too. And he tells me about all of the things and letdowns or not letdowns or whatever he has going on. He can share his emotions with me and what he's thinking. And it just adds more to the relationship. And I'm looking forward to, seeing what happens with me, seeing if that attraction for others opens up for me. Because it's like I have this on the place of him and I, then I have this place that's already peaceful. Okay, so I'm going to let it go here because I'm already getting around houses and there's people here. So, and I have to go and get my son ready for school. So thank you for watching.